Hello everyone, nice to see you again. This is exam number 8, SAT, College Board, section number 4. You can use a calculator in this part. Don't forget to read carefully the directions and the notes of the exam and to try to use these rules if you need it. Question number 1. 1 pound of grapes cost $2. So 1 pound here cost $2. Just write dollars here and pounds here. At this rate, how many dollars, question mark here, we'll see pound here, see. Okay, so as a proportion, 1 to 2 is the same C to the question mark or unknown. This unknown is 2C divided by 1. Multiply this. 2 times C is 2C divided by 1, which is 2C. Number A. Question 2. Tracy collects, sells, and trades figurines, and she tracks the number of figurines in her collection on the graph below. On what interval did the number of figurines decrease the fastest? I have two parts decreases the fastest, this one and this one. This one decreases just a little slow, but this one decreases fast because look, it's make an angle here, look at this angle, and here look at this angle. This angle is very small. The angle with the horizontal is small. Here the angle a little bit bigger. So this decreases more from, as you see, from 3 to 4. From between 3 and 4 months, the depression is more or decreases more. Number 3. In a random sample of 200 cars of particular models, 3 have manufacturing defect. At this rate, how many of 10,000 cars of the same model will have this? It's very easy. Take the same ratio here, 3 over the ratio here of defect car, 3 over 200. Just multiply this ratio by the new number 10,000. Gives you the expected number of cars that has a problem. Cancel here, 100. So now 300 divided by 2 equal 150. That's answer A. Number 3 is A. Number 4. The scatter plot shows data collected on the length and width of Iris Setosa petals. A line of best fit for the data is also drawn based on this line of best fit. If the width of an Iris Setosa petal is 19 millimeters, what is the predicted length of the millimeter of the petal? Just substitute for this line, y equals 1.67 into x. X here is the width, which is given here 19 millimeters. So 1.67 times 19 plus 21.1, and to calculate the answer will be number C. This one, 52.83. Okay. These are parallel lines. The y is the same as y. The y is 20. This is also 20. Two corresponding angles. Z also is 60. This angle is 60 degrees. So what is the value of x? X is the third angle of the triangle. X is 180 minus the sum of these two angles. 20 plus 60 is 80. Answer is 100. So x must be 100 degrees. That's a very easy question and direct question. Number 6. Read carefully with me this question. 2 types of tickets were sold for a concert held at a theater. Ticket to sit on a bench during the concert cost $75 each, and the ticket to sit in the lawn, so I have a bench ticket, $75 the one, and the lawn cost $40 each. Organizer of the concert announced that 350 tickets had been sold. So if you add the bench and loan, will be bench plus loan will be the total number of tickets, 350. Okay, sold, and that 19,250 had been raised through the ticket sales. So this is the total money they collect from the audience. 19,250 from what? From selling a ticket of 75 times the number of tickets, say bench, the number of benches, the RB, plus the one for 40 for loan, 40L. This is the two equation that summarizes the situation. The best answer here is number, where is it? Here, 75b plus 40l, this one, 19 to 50, and L plus B equal 350, the first one. So D is the correct system of equations that summarizes questions. In the xy plane, the graph of which the following equation is lined with the slope 3. It's very easy. Slope 3 here is the coefficient of x3, is this one. Y equal 3x. The y equal mx plus c is the slope y-intercept equation. This number is the slope or gradient, the coefficient of x. But in the condition, this is y, not 2y or 3y. Y equals. Okay? You have y equals 3x. This one. Easy. X plus 1 equal 2 over x plus 1. In the equation above, which of the following is a possible value of x plus 1? Just cross multiply now. X plus 1 times x plus 1 is x plus 1 squared equal 2. Take a root square of each side. So x plus 1 equal positive or negative root 2. So the possible answer here, this one, root 2. This one of the solution. I have two solutions, positive or negative root 2. You have one of them. It's okay. Ask you about one solution only. A truncated cone here is a volume given in for this formula. The dimension, the diameter here, and the height in K. The glass pictures above can hold a maximum volume of 473 cubic centimeter, okay, which is approximately 16 fluid ounces. What is the value of K in centimeter? Just substitute here with this volume here to calculate the value of K. Very easy. So 7, just write 7 pi K cubed over 48 is equal to the volume 473. Okay? So the value of K is the height. So this one should be the total volume or the full volume of the vessel you have. Make K cube as a subject. 473 times 48 over 7 pi. Calculate this one and you take a cube root of the answer. Cube root of the answer will be the value of K. Will be number 9D. Will be 10.11 approximately. Okay? Water pours into the glass slowly and at a constant rate. Which of the following graphs best illustrates the height of it? Here, when you pour water, here the cross section here is narrow, is small. So the increasing rate of decreasing water will be very fast down. Not very fast, but a little bit fast. According to the height become bigger and bigger, the rate of increasing level of water will be small. This one, suitable one for here is this number C. The curve closer to y than x in the beginning means the rate is high, and then the rate becomes smaller and lower until she become very slow in the end here. In the top of the water reaches the top of the vessel. This is concentrated. This is also fixed. This means that the rate is fixed. You don't pour any water in this figure. So on the other one also wrong. Okay. Continue number 11. Jenny has a pitcher that contains 1 gallon of water. How many times could Jenny completely fill the glass with 1 gallon of water? The 1 gallon of water is 128. Yes? And we are still in question number, this is the question we are still dealing with here. Previous one, number 11. Here, this one, as you see, you have 16 ounces here. This, look, the 1 gallon, 16 ounces. You have a total number of 16 ounces here. To know the number of how many times you can fill, divide this volume 128 by 60. Okay, and you check by calculator, gives you how many times. 128 divided by 16 gives you 8. So 8 times you can fill this vessel with this volume. Number 12. Roberto is an insurance agent who sells 2 types of policies. 50,000 policy and 100,000 policy. Last month, his goal was to sell at least 50,000 insurance policies, while he at least means more than 50,000. So you have to select the more than 57, sorry. More than, this is wrong. The x plus y less than, no. It may be this one, maybe this one. This one wrong. This one may be correct. B and D may be correct. Okay, while he did not meet this goal, okay, the total value of the policies he sold was over $3 million. Which of the following system of inequalities describe X, a possible number of 50,000 policies, and Y, possible number of 100,000 policies that Roberto sold last month? Here I have 50,000 times X. Here I have 50,000 times X. The difference here more than, and here less than 3 million. Here I want was over. He sold over than. Over than means bigger than. This one. So the answer of 12 is B. Here. Over than means the number must exceed 3 million. Okay? Okay, the total value of the total value of the policies he has sold was over. So this is the answer. Sorry, I have a mistake here. This one he said now this he does not meet his goal in this one. He at least 57 insurance policies, while he did not meet this goal. He did not meet his goal. He get less than 70. Less than 57, this one will be. Less than 57, and the total income of the insurance more than 3 million. So, I'm sorry, the correct answer is C, not B. This is the correct choice. Number 13, if a to the negative half is x, where a positive, what's the value, what is a in terms of x? Just write a to the negative half equal x. I want to remove this negative half, so raise each side to the pair negative 2, to the power negative 2. Because negative 2 times negative half is 1, so you have a now is a subject, and this is x power negative 2, which is 1 over x squared from the indices law. This is easy. Which of the following is a value of x for which the expression this is undefined? The expression is undefined when denominator is 0. X squared plus 3x minus 10 is equal to 0. Try to factor x squared times x, and 10 is 5 times 2. Make it plus 5 into negative 2. So x equal negative 5 or x equal 2. Which one you have? Yeah, this one. Okay. Continue here. Number 15. A granite block in the shape of a right rectangular prism has a dimension 30 and 40 centimeter by 50. The block has a density of 2.8 grams per cubic centimeter. What is the mass of the block? Yeah, the mass of the block here, just to calculate the volume, 30 times 40 times 50. This is the volume in cubic centimeter, okay? If you multiply this volume by this, you give you a mass by 0.2. This volume just multiplied by 2.8 give you the mass in grams. Okay? Because the density here, the weight of 1 cubic decimeter. You don't have 1 cubic. You have a lot of these cubic decimeters. So for this reason, just multiply it by 2.8. The density, the answer will be D. This one. The answer will be D. Okay. Number 16. Number of adults contracting cold. This really a table. Just you can stop the video and read this carefully. Okay. That I go direct to the question. What proportion of adults who received sugar bill? The number who received sugar bill is this number, 150. So what proportion mean what a fraction? Reported contracting a cold. This number. This is contracting cold and non-cold. 33 cold and 117 no cold. So if the fraction now is 33 out of 150. Simplify this one, divide by 3, 11, divide by 3 is 50. So the answer is B, 11 over 50. This one is easy. This one also is easy question. Ages of 20 students enrolled in college class. The table above shows the distribution of ages of the 20 students enrolled in a college class. Which of the following gives the correct order of mean, median, and this really, when you try to illustrate this data or draw it by a diagram, just the curve will be like this: positive tail or positive skew. The high point always is a mode. Okay, the high point here, look, 18 is a mode. And then the frequency becomes smaller and smaller, so the curve will become lower and lower and goes closer to 0 here at the value of y. The next one to the mode is median, and the last one is mean. As you see here, mode smaller than median, smaller than mean. 3 points on the number line. The one to the left is a smaller one, the one to the right is a bigger. So this smaller than this, smaller than this. This one, number A, mode smaller than median, smaller than mean. And if the curve in other question, positive curve like this, sorry, negative skew like this is called the positive skew, and this is negative skew. The maximum point is a mode. The next one median, and the third one is mean, arithmetic mean. Here the mode bigger than median, bigger than mean, or mean less than median, less than mode, as you see in this order. Okay, number 18. The figure below shows a relationship between the percent of leaf litter mass remaining after decomposing for 3 years and the mean annual temperature in degrees Celsius in 18 forests in Canada. A line of best fit is also drawn. This is a line of best fit, and this is a leaf time mass remaining. You know, when you cut a leaf from a tree, the weight it's high, and after that, when you leave it to become dry and dry and dry, the weight becomes very small because it loses all water inside its tissue. A particular forest in Canada, whose data is not included in the figure, had a mean annual temperature of -2. Okay, based on the line of best fit, which of the following is closest to the predicted percent of leaf litter mass remaining in the particular forest after decomposing for 3 years? -2 is almost here. This is 0, this is -2, -5, in the middle -2.5, just -2 a little bit before. If you draw a line to the line of best fit and go to the y, you will get approximately 70%. Okay, this easy question and direct. The range of the polynomial function f is a set real numbers less than or equal 4. Less than or equal 4, maybe this one, 1, 2, 3, this point is 4. And here, 1, 2, 3, this point also is 4. But this one, no. This one, no, and this one, no. This curve more than 4 here. The curve exists here. So the answer may be this or this. If the zeros of the function -3 and 1, zeros of the function means the curve of the function pass through these points, 1 and -3. This is point 1 and this is -3. This one, it's easy. But this point, look, this is 3 and -1. This is different sign than this one. This is the zeros of the function. Okay, the zeros of the function, yeah, the zeros of the function. You put this one, you give a 0. Zeros of the function means the points of intersection with x-axis. These points here and here. So number 19 is A. Okay. Number 20. The average annual energy cost for a certain home is 4,000. This one number. The homeowner plans to spend 25,000 to install a geothermal heating system. The homeowner estimate that the average annual energy cost will be 2,000. So will be reduced from 4,000 something and 2,000 something. Which of the following inequalities can be solved to find time t? Okay, the number of years after installation at which the total amount of the energy cost saving will exceeds means more than the installation. Here, this is the difference between, look, this one. This is the original cost, and this is the new cost after fixing the system of thermal. times number of years, this is of course in 1 year, times the t number of years will give you the total money he pay. I want this total money exceeds, this is smaller than, no, I want to exceeds more than this one. A difference here, multiply the number of years t exceeds more than, so the answer is B. Okay? Between 1985 and 2003, data were collected over 3 years on the amount of plastic produced annually in the United States in bills. This is the increasing of, or the line of best fit, y equal 3.39 x plus 46.89. X is the number of years since 1985, this is the starting point, starting year, and y is the amount of plastic produced annually. Y, the total number of the amount. The question now, he asks you about this line. Which of the following is the best interpretation? Interpretation means the meaning of the number 3.39 in the context of the problem. 3.39 is the coefficient of x, the slope of this line. So the slope of this line represents what? Represents the amount of plastic in bills of pounds produced in the United States during 1985? No, the amount of plastic here will be this, not this one. This x multiplied by the variable here, number of years. Number B, the number of years it took to United States to produce 1 billion, not the number of years. No, not the number of years. What do you think about the answer here? Who can solve it? Look at this one. The average annual plastic production in billions of pounds in the United States, or the average annual increase in billion of pounds of plastic received. The average production, not only the 3.3, the whole equation is the average production every year. This one plus this one. So the correct answer here seems to be D, the average annual increase. The average annual increase in billions of pounds of plastic produced per year. We don't have per year here. Per year. Every year. This is the answer. Number 22. Which of the following is closest to the percent increase in the billion of pounds of plastic produced in the United States from 2000 to 2003? Here, come back to the question curve. 2000, this one, this is the last year. 2000 here, this point, and 2003 is this point. The increase on this one, look, it was 100 becomes something like 110. From 100 to 110, the increasing is 10%. This one, something was 100, then becomes 110. So you have increase of 10%. It's a very easy direct question. Just read the graph carefully, you will get the answer. M equal 1800 times 1.02 to the t. The equation above models the amount of members M of gym T years after the gym opens. Okay, of the following, which equation model the number of members of the gym Q quarter years after the gym? Q quarter years, you have to in this question you have to, I have many options here. He fixed the rate 0.02 here, or 0.2, this is the rate of increasing, and they divide the time by 4 because you have to calculate the rate quarterly. Okay, Q over 4. This is the answer. This is the formula that gives you the number of members after quarter a year, each 3 months. Q here means Q1 means 1 quarter, Q2 2 quarters, half year, 3 quarters, 9 months, and so on. The other options, if you try them, you'll be wrong. Okay? For the final of the TV show, viewers could use either social media or a text message. Quickly you graph, just like this, social media or text message, or text message here, text message. Okay, to vote for their favorite of the two contestants. The contestants receiving more than 50% won, of the vote won, and is an estimate of 10% of viewers' votes and 30% of votes were cast on social. Here, this is 30% of the votes, so 70% will go to a text message system here. And 30% of votes were cast on social media. Contestant 2 earns 70% of the votes cast using social media. So I have two contestants, 1 and 2, okay? And also here, 1 and 2. Each of them will receive some supporters or fans from each of system, text message or social media. Again, this part, votes were cast on social media. Contestant 2 earned 70% of votes cast using social media, 70% here, so 30% will vote for the person number 1. And contestant 2 earned 70% of the I read it already, 70% of the votes considered media, and the 40%, you will take 40% here, 40% of the text message, voted cast using text message. So a rest of 100 here is 60% for contestant number 1. The question here, if you, based on the information, which of the following is an accurate conclusion? If you try to read all these four options, you will find the best one that guarantee is correct will be number 24, number D. Viewers voting by social media were more likely to prefer contestants 2 than were viewers voting by text message here. Yeah, the meaning that in this ratio, more than this ratio, but here in this ratio of contestant 2 less than this one. Here, likely, they prefer here that who will vote through social media prefer contestant 2 more than contestant 1. But here, this is will get less than contestant 2, 40 here, but the contestant 1 is 60. The other option 3 will A or B or C will be, you will read it, will be wrong. Okay, this one, population of Greenfield, Idaho. The table above show the population of Idaho here for the years 2000 to 2010. If the relationship between a population and year is linear, which of the following function P models the population of Greenleaf T years after? T years after 2000. Year 2000, consider now to year 2000 like a zero. Initial year is 0. So you have an order pair 0 and 8, 6, 2, and 10 and 8, 4, 6. Okay, consider you have 2 points. I want to calculate the here you have a population P. The point is P. Time years first, and the population P. So as you know, you can find the slope first. Okay, the slope is what? The slope is a difference. Okay, slope in difference in y over slope difference in x. So quickly subtract 2 minus 6 is 12 minus 6 is 6. Become 5 minus 4 is 1, and okay, 16 over 0 minus 10 negative 10. The slope is negative 1.6. Those are equation y equal mx plus b. Let me write now p equals the slope negative 1.6, x here is called t, plus b, the y-intercept is this number because you have x is 0, okay, 862. So the answer here, negative 1.6t plus 862, this one, number A. Okay. 26, to determine the mean number of children per household in community, Tabitha surveyed 20 families at playground. Oh, they are playing or something in a playground or a garden. For the 20 families surveyed, the mean number of children per household. 2.4. Which of the following statement must be true? Try to read the options and tell me the correct answer, please. Share with me your answer. Stop the video and think about the answer. The correct answer here is number C. The sampling method is flawed. That is incorrect, and they may produce a biased estimate for the mean number of children per house. You just select 20 families playing on the playground and then you want to generalize this result for the whole community? No, you cannot. You have to take a random sample. This is not random sample. Okay? This one, if xy plane, the point P and R lies on the line with equation y equal x plus b, where b is constant. The point with coordinate 2p and 5r lies on this line with the equation on the equation y equal to x plus b. Okay, b is not 0. What is the value of r? The point, look, this point lies on this line. Yes, substitute. Yes, substitute p. So y is r. R is equal to p plus b. And this point lies on this line. Substitute also. Y is 5r is equal to 2x. 2 times the x is 2p. 2p here plus b. Now substituting the two equations to cancel b. So I want a ratio between r and p only. So b need to be cancelled. 5r minus r for r. And this is 2 times 2, 4b minus p is 3p, and b minus b is 0. So I want r over p. R over p is equal 3 over 4. Thank you. This one. 28. The 22 students in health class conducted an experiment in which they each record their pulse rate in beats per minute before and after completing a light exercise routine. The dot plot below displays the results. Beats per minute before exercise. Look, before exercise is a wide difference. Some people 72, some people look 64, 56. Okay, but after exercise they are all almost the same. The standard deviation here is almost very small. Here you have a standard deviation. The standard deviation means the difference between the numbers and their means. Okay. Simply let's S1 and R1 standard deviation and range respectively of the data there before, and let S2 and R2 is the standard deviation and range respectively of the data after exercise. Which of the following is true? Read carefully these options and tell me what's the answer now. Yes. Of course, standard deviation is not the same. Standard deviation, this is here standard deviation more. I have S1 more than S2, but here R1 more than R2. Is R, the range is, let me check the range. The range is the highest value minus minimum value. The range here, consider R1 is equal to 8 minus 6 equal 2, and 8 minus 5 is equal to 3. The range 32. The range 2 is 112 minus 80, also 32. So the range are equal. I have range are equal in A and D, but here S1 equal S2. Number A is wrong, number D is correct. S1 is not equal S2. You have a difference in the first group. A standard deviation here is big, standard deviation here is very small. Okay, because the heights are almost the same. Number 29, a photocopy machine is initially loaded with 5,000 sheets of paper. The machine stores a large job and the copies at a constant rate. After 20 minutes, if has used 30% of paper, which of the following equation models the number of sheets of paper P remaining in the machine M minutes after the machine starting printing? How can you do this one? Think about it. Number 29. It's very easy. Starting already with 5, you have 5,000 as the initial number, and then will be reduced. Yes, reduced by what? This one. It tells you here. How can I go? How can I know this one or this one? 5,000 minus one of these is correct, but here multiplied now. The correct answer here is number B. I leave you to think about why this is the answer, not this one. Okay? Number 30, I have a function drawn and a function f and the function g given in a table. The complete graph of function f and the table of values of function g are shown above. The maximum value of f is k. What's the value g of k? Maximum value of f here. Where is the function here? Maximum value of f is 3. So what is the g of 3? G of 3 here equals 6. It's easy. Easy question. You take a value from a function, substitute in the other function. Okay. The next part is the last part, the written part that you have to solve. You don't have here multiple choice. There are 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen of 1 molecule of water. You know, H2O, the water symbol in chemistry. How many atoms of hydrogen are there in 51 molecule of water? So 51 times 2. You have 2 atoms in each molecule of water. So it's 102. This is the answer. X minus half a is equal to 0 of x equal 1 in the equation above. What's the value of a? So I put x1, 1 minus half a is equal to 0. Multiply negative 1, so half a minus 1 is equal to 0. The difference between 2 amounts equals 0. This means half a, they are equal. This amount equal this amount. So a equals 2. That's easy. Or from the beginning, I want to write 2 here, but I want to show you how to solve it. Just a normal linear equation. In the line, in the xy plane, the equation x plus 2y is equal to 10, and the 3x plus 6y is equal to c represents the same line. The same line means that one of the equation is multiplied by a number to get the other one. This is the meaning of the same line. When you draw these 2 lines, you will find them. One line, not 2. So as you see here, 2 becomes 6. You multiply it by 3. And also x times 3, 3x. Also 10 will be multiplied by 3. So c is what? C is 3 times 10, 30. On April 18, 1775, Raoul Revere set off on his midnight ride from Charlestown to Lexington. If he had ridden straight to Lexington without stopping, okay, he would have traveled 11 miles in 11 miles in 26 minutes. Okay, in such a ride, what would the average speed of his horse have been to the nearest tenth of mile per hour? A mile per hour, I want to change, mile already given. I want to change this per hour. Very easy, just divide by 60. Okay, and multiply up and down by 60 again to simplify, or use calculator. So you have 11 times 60, 11 times 60 over 26. Use the calculator to solve. 11 times 60 divided by 26 is equal to 25.38. Okay, I want to the nearest tenth, it will be 25.4. This is the answer, 25.4. Number 35, I have the graph of the function f defined by f of x equal this is shown in the xy plane above. The function g not shown is defined by g of x is negative x plus 10. What is one possible value of such that f of a? One possible value of the function, always the 2 functions are equal at the point of intersection. Okay? This line, of course, negative 10, you can just take 0 as 10 here, and this point, if you want one negative, put negative 1 plus 10 is 9. Okay? And the 2 will be 8, and consecutive 3 will be 7. And so on, as you see here, 2 and to drop be 7 here, not 7. 3 would be 7 here, not this one, and so on. Just to draw a line now, you can get the point of intersection. Okay, this point, and this point, this point. So draw a line. This is the answer. The 2 values are equal. The a here, the first intersection at 2, so a equal 2. Second intersection at 8, I think this one. Yeah, exactly at 8. 2 or 8, you can write one of them. Okay. What is the one possible? One possible, select one to solve. This one is also a nice question. You have a right triangle, the legs of the right angle is 5 and 12. Triangle RST above point W not shown lies on RT. So take any point here, name it W. What's the value of cosine RSW? RSW, continue this one, this angle, I want. Minus sine WST, this angle. These two angles, a sum of 90, they are complementary. You know, sine of any angle is the same, or cosine of any angle is the same sine of its complementary. This expression really something minus itself must be 0. The answer is 0. So again, cosine any angle theta is the same sine. It's a complementary, 90 minus theta. Okay, don't forget this rule. Okay, and finally, question number 37. I have a graph and a table for penicillin concentration after injection. Read this graph carefully, okay, and go to the question 37 and 38 based on this graph. The answer in question number 37, how many more micrograms of penicillin are present in 10 milliliters of blood drawn from a patient 5 minutes after the injection, then are present in 8 milliliters of blood drawn 10 minutes after. Look, you have the concentration here per milliliter after 50 minutes, and the concentration after 10 minutes is 118. So you have now 10 milliliters times the concentration here is 152. You solve this one, 15 to 0. This after 5 minutes, and the 8 milliliters after 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, the concentration is 118. Okay, 118. Calculate this one and then get the difference, because he asks you here about how many more micrograms. How many more micrograms to get the difference? The difference will be 576. Okay, and this one he asks you about the value of B, that this equation represents this curve. Okay, the value of B you can get it if you substitute. Take any pair other than the first one, because you have 0 here, will not work with you. Take, for example, the second pair, 5 and consider 5 and 152, because this all points lies on the curve, so it satisfies the curve. Put now 152 is equal to 200 times B to the power 5 over 5 will be 1. Already B, you can get it now. So B here is 152 over 200. You use a calculator. I think you need here rounding to the nearest tenth. Tenth means 1 decimal place. 152 divided by 200 will be 0.76, rounded to 1 decimal place will be 0.8, and this is the answer of the last question. Thank you so much. I have everyone to get the idea and to get a full benefit from this video. Thank you. Goodbye.